Hello everyone! I want to make an update on the mulching experience from this summer, as I promised at the beginning of the summer. Unfortunately, the plants are already gone. I didn't really have time to do that, but I want to share some things with you that I have been observing. So this pot here is second year mulching. It's a small area, as you can see, and we had some cucumber plants. If you remember, check out our previous videos. We're gonna put a link at the end so you can take a look if you're interested. So I got a phone call in the middle of the video, but anyways, with my 2-year experience here and having cucumbers here this year, I had fertilized them with small fish. That was the cheapest fish that I found, or you can use like leftover fish bones. And I had put some wood ashes from wood that we have been burning around here. And the cucumbers went crazy. They went all the way up here. They were very, very tall, and they were giving us cucumbers, abundance of cucumbers all summer round. The only thing is that I want actually to speak about when we talk about mulching. I'm gonna take you to the other area. Our garden is almost empty now, but I want to take you to the other area where I had mulched, and I was having an experiment with tomatoes here. And on this field here I had pumpkins, beans, and corn, a combination of these three, and supposedly they were supposed to help each other grow. I had put here a very thick layer of mulching. This part, I just want to clarify, this part of the land here we haven't worked for many years, so you can imagine that the fertility here is much better compared to the parts, this area, which we are using every single year. And I had a very thick layer of first straw, which I find very good for mulching, and then on top there was a very thick layer of grass that we have been cutting from all around the garden. We have quite a big garden. We have things here that we have burnt, and so the mulch layer was quite thick. Now it's a little bit thinner because it was burning in the summer, all summer long. And here I had tomatoes. So initially everything started beautifully. It was green and lovely. That was in the spring. We had some cooler weather in June still, which is not usually typical for here. We are in Bulgaria, I just want to clarify. And this experiment here with the pumpkins, corn and beans, I read in a Bulgarian blog. So I was like, that's coming from Bulgaria, it should work very well here. And supposedly I didn't have to water the plants. Sorry for the vehicles, there's big agricultural machines passing. Look at this, people are working their fields. Anyways, so I had decided I'm not gonna water anything, neither the tomatoes, neither these plants there. The tomatoes were doing absolutely divine at the beginning as well, and they didn't have diseases compared to other plants that we had in the garden. The other tomatoes, they got burnt quite a lot by the spider mites that I know people from all over the world are having issues with. However, in July, August and September the weather was super dry and very hot. We probably had one of the hottest summers so far, and because of this the tomatoes didn't get enough moisture, they produced very tiny tomatoes, very small. And here on this area, I collected 2 corns. There were some beans production. These were white beans, and I even still have some, but I didn't even bother to collect the rest because they became very, very, very tiny. I'm gonna show you. Very small white beans, and it didn't produce enough even for seeds for next year, because this is not a hybrid. These seeds are heirloom, so they can be used for every year. The cucumbers, on the other hand, we did water almost every day. But compared to the other cucumbers, I was not worried if we miss a day or two on them because of the mulch. And they had great productivity, much better than the other cucumbers, I would say. And indeed, the mulch helped. So the benefit was that we didn't have to work the land. We really didn't. We just had to pluck some grass here and there from time to time. But overall, you just don't have to work the land. The only thing is, because here is first year mulching, so I cannot even expect very big results, right? I need to keep on mulching. They say between 3 and 5 years you have to keep on mulching the same spot so you can have good results, and perhaps I could use some fertilizer, even though the land should be quite fertile because it hasn't been used. But what I'm going to continue with next year, coming from my mistakes from this year, which was just an experiment, so I am thinking to continue mulching this part. I'm not gonna work it whatsoever. We'll just keep on putting grass and I think leaves. We're gonna try this year. We're going to collect some extra leaves, even though we have quite a lot here. These are all mulberry trees, you know, and their leaves are great for mulching. And what I'm gonna do next year, because this is a quite far part in the garden, I'm gonna put the drip watering system. And perhaps next year, because there's a little bit more shadow there, we're gonna put some cucumbers, peppers, and then some tomatoes in the sunny part. And we will see how this experiment will work then. But what I wanted to tell you, if your weather is very dry and hot, you still have to be watering somehow. I feel I'm, coming from my experience here, it is impossible with our weather just to rely on the mulching. I think even if we have 5 years of mulching and this weather continues to be this way in the summer, we still have to continue watering because it is super dry. I cannot even explain you how dry it is. It's very flat, our area, and there's not even a drop of rain in the summer. But this definitely improves the earth itself. Underneath is already getting better, the earth. As you can see, I can take some soil without having to work it. And usually here the earth is when it's dry, it's very hard. This is not possible to be done. I'm gonna close this back. And we will keep on mulching next year. And I will keep on keeping you updated. But I really love the system. and I still recommend it for pretty much anything. You just need to find what is the best material in your area for mulching. Like I said, I'm gonna try with leaves this year. We are thinking to go to the forest to collect some extra leaves. I'm just still experimenting with this plot here, and I believe that when plants are closer to each other, they actually support each other, they help each other to keep the moisture, and we don't have to spend that much water in watering. That's all from me. Subscribe, share this video if you find it useful, and see you next time.